Hey guys, so I am finally going to show you how I do my Cosmic Bling swirl cups. And since everybody has a method, I'm gonna call this hashtag Samantha's method, because the swirl cup has been done before, but nobody does it quite like me. And so this is some resin already mixed up. I primed my wine tumbler, with magenta, and I mixed some stardust from Southern Glitter Goddess. I'll put the link to that in my resin. And I'm going to be using Piñata alcohol inks, and I'm going to be using white, magenta, excuse my hands, I was filling up my bottles, blue, and gold today. Actually opened a new business called Island Micas and More. I want to show you guys that. And I'm now doing mica powders. This is Treasure, islandmicasandmore.com. Ocean, this is Yellow Tang. And I mean, guys, I just have so many colors, and I'm adding more every day. This is Sea Urchin. It's a pretty black pearl color. And anyways, so I sell the finger condoms on there on my website, and also some resin stir sticks. Let me go get one so I could show you that I should be using. Okay, I'm back. So these are the resin stir sticks, and that's so you're not wasting popsicle sticks like this. The little hands help to not create bubbles, which you're gonna get anyways. You're always gonna get bubbles with resin. And you can let it dry and just peel the resin right off, saving the stick. So anyways, so I have my stainless steel tumbler primed. The spray paint is all the way dry, and I'm going to drizzle some of this resin. Again, I mixed in stardust from Southern Glitter Goddess. I will put the link down below, and I'm just going to drizzle it on there all over the place. When making cups, I tend to be very heavy-handed with my resin. Okay, and then since I have this finger condom on, I'm just going to smooth this resin on there. It's not actually called a finger condom. I don't know what a finger cot. That's what it's called. And I'm just making sure everything's covered. There's no little holes. It's nice and shiny. I don't measure my resin when I'm doing cups. I'm a big old mess, and I just use what I think I need. Now, like I said, I'm not the first person to use alcohol inks to do a swirl cup, but I have a little background in alcohol inks because I have been doing resin art before I was doing cups for a long time. And I have learned that when you're doing alcohol inks, that you always have to use white after every color. If not, it's just gonna turn into mud. It's gonna turn into a big old mess. So we're gonna start with magenta, And I'm just gonna start dropping some magenta in different spots around the cup. Just like that. And then I'm gonna come back with my white, and on every drop of magenta that I did, I'm gonna do a drop of white. This sounds crazy, but this is how you do it. This is how alcohol inks work. It needs that white. Now I'm gonna hit it with the blue, and I'm gonna go try to stay in the spots where there's no pink. And this happened to me yesterday, and I didn't fix the issue. My blue is not coming out anymore. Way to be organized. So I am just grabbing another container over here, and I'm just gonna load it up with blue real quick. I have these nifty little things here. I get them on Amazon. I go through a lot of alcohol inks, so I go with the big bottles. But I'm just not good at cleaning up after every project. So I should be cleaning these tips, and they get stuck if you don't clean them. And I should have gloves on, and you should too. So anyways, now I'm gonna drip some blue in the spots where there is not any magenta. And if it goes on the magenta, that's fine, because blue and magenta is going to make a purplish color. Another thing you need to know when you're doing these kind of cups is you need to look at your colors. Maybe get a color chart. You want to put almost primary colors. Magenta is not a primary color. Red and blue is, but magenta is close. So now I'm going to drop white on the blue. So you want to look at your primary colors. Maybe get a color wheel. If you put colors that do not go together, they're just going to turn into mud. So I'm just dropping a little bit of white on every blue spot. Now I'm gonna come with yellow. Yellow and magenta make orange. Yellow and blue make green. You see where I'm going with this? So I'm gonna get a bunch of nice colors going in here. And I'm just looking for some empty spaces. Maybe put some up there. This is literally the easiest cup to make. And then I'm going to hit it with the white and those yellow spots. So I got yellow and magenta make orange. Yellow and blue make green. We're seeing some green in there. We got the magenta and the blue make purple. And then when I get enough going on, I feel like this is enough, I'm gonna come with my gold. Gold is the heaviest alcohol ink. It doesn't spread. You're gonna have to spread it, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. So I'm just going gold in a couple places where I see that I don't have a lot going on. I don't know if you can see the bottom, but I'm kind of dripping it down. And then I'm gonna get my mask, because you need to have your mask. And I'm gonna torch this cup. And the key to torching this cup is to not over torch it. And I'm going to torch only the gold spots to get the gold to spread. Okay, now I'm just gonna go break up a little areas where I see that it could move a little more, and you're gonna start to see the cup swirl. Do you see I'm kind of on off, on off? Do not hold it on there. Do not heat the whole cup up. And now you're going to see that the cup is going to start to swirl. The colors are starting to swirl, and you can still see that stardust, that sparkle underneath the cup. So that's why I call it my cosmic bling cup, because I feel like it looks like a galaxy. And as it swirls, it's gonna change until it sets to wherever it wants to set. And I love doing these on skinny, tall and skinny, because the swirls are much longer. You can see how it's starting to swirl up there. Anywhere you want to get it moving. And I'm telling you, it's like the easiest cup to make. You just don't want to overkill. I'm gonna take this down. And then what I would do, like if I wanted to put some a decal on here, I would wait for it to dry. I'd put a decal, and then I'd put one more clear coat of resin. If you would not like to put a decal, then just put one more clear coat of resin when it dries. Okay guys, so it's still spinning. I have 4 of them spinning. I have a festival coming up on Saturday, so I'm trying to get some cups done to take, and I just wanted to show you them spinning. Beautiful colors. Piñata is the best. I will include the links to everything I use down below in the description box. I use KSRESIN. It is heat resistant up to 465 degrees. That is why I love it for cups. There has been times that I'm going to ship cups that I made for my customers, and I leave them in the car for 2 days because that's the way I roll. And when I get there, that baby is good. The cup is fine. The resin withstands the heat. I'm in the Florida Keys. It's a little thinner in the summertime when it's really hot and humid. And I notice like in the winter and the fall, it's very thick. Doesn't really make a difference to the use. And we don't really get a winter down here, but it's a little bit cooler. This cup is really swirly because I mixed a fresh batch of resin for this one. So you can see that the resin ran more, and it's like just really super swirly. The first 3 cups that I did, including the first one that I showed you how to do, it was leftover resin from a bigger project that I was working on. So if your resin is a little thick, you'll get less swirls. Sorry, I'm got the camera all over the place. And if your resin is a little bit thinner, you're going to get more swirls like this. So I hope you liked my video, my tutorial. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Don't forget to check out my new mica and resin tools website, my shop. It's called Island Micas and More. And hopefully I'll be doing another video soon. Thank you guys so much. See you soon.